Hey friend, in this video, I am back in my mom and dad's garden in their backyard, and I decided I wanted to just paint some of the bits and bobs that I'm seeing out here. There's a beautiful monarch butterfly floating by. So nice. But my mom, I can't see from here because it could be a raspberry situation or it could be a blackberry. I see one blackberry color and a bunch of red berries. So I think it's a blackberry bush, and all the red ones are just young and about to turn blackberry. I don't know, but we're going with blackberry, and I'm gonna do raspberry. Spice up your life. And nasturtium. My mom's garden has nasturtium everywhere because it's a nice filler. It grows like a weed, she says, and it just is an easy one to maintain. So she has a lot of it, and it's a good ground cover. It climbs up the walls, it climbs up the windows, it climbs up the trees. It's everywhere. So I'm gonna paint little bits of things that are in my mom's garden that represent my childhood and my mom, obviously, and her green thumb that I don't have yet. I'm not giving up hope. And I've done this before in the 10-minute challenges, but I've realized that sketching with a pencil, not that we're doing a quick 10-minute challenge for these, but sketching with a pencil, a colored pencil, is more fun for me than sketching with, what's it called? A regular pencil, a charcoal pencil. So I'm using this like lavender. Honestly, my mom has had these colored pencils since I was a child. Enre, E-N-R-E is the brand, I guess. I'm outlining the contour of some blackberries in this case. Some like C-curve circular moments, and then some, they kind of look like popcorn, like heart-ish shaped popcorn shapes, and maybe one more up here. So we've got 5 elements, and we're gonna create this sprig, and I'm gonna color it in with watercolor. We're doing some mixed media today, and so I'm gonna do, the birds are chirping. Brown pencil. Those are nice colors together, this purple, lavender. I love adding palettes or swatches of the colors that I'm using in my sketchbook. I think it's another just cute element to add to the overall look of whatever you're sketching. And then we're gonna do dark green. I need a darker green. Oh, that is a brighter green. That's not darker, you silly goose. Okay, I'm grabbing watercolor now. And Prussian blue. I'm gonna add a darker green watercolor to these leaves. Put that palette down, that swatch down for our palette. And then for my blackberry color, I'll use Prussian blue and ultramarine violet and a touch of black. Lottie freaking da. Purple, purple, purple. Black. More blue, more purple, more black. Little bits at a time, so you get it right, get it right, get it tight. A little bit of red, that's nice. That looks like blackberry. Okay, now we color in, and we want the colored pencil to show up still, so we're coloring in the lines and leaving some gaps here and there so that you see the outline. I think it's fun. And when it dries, we're going to go back on top of said watercolor that is now dry and outline some of the berry shape inside the shape. Okay, wait for that to dry. Blackberries. Blackberries singing in the dead of night. Okay, what else was I gonna do? Nasturtium are these bright, sometimes peachy pink, sometimes bright orange, sometimes red, sometimes yellow, all in these like warm tones, like bell-shaped flowers. So the filbert brush, the blooms brush, is perfect for it. Just using the top of the brush to do these little short petals around this circular shape. Perfect. Adding more red or pink here and there so they're not all the same hue. That's the perfect little peachy color. Let's make that less pointy. Have it kind of vining down over here because nasturtium is a wild girl. She's a wild, crazy girl. More orange.
Like they grow everywhere?
Yeah. They're like weeds, my mom says. Yeah. I like to also just use the top edge of this brush sometimes for like shorter petals. Booyah. And then we do the green. Holy spillage. Green. Bright yellow green for the leaves. And their leaves are like these lily pad shape, like a round circular shape. So I'm just gonna smush that brush down. That's too much water. Clean that up. Smush that brush down in these circular shapes. Grab some more color, some more green, some more yellow here and there, just to mix up the hues. Hughes. That's your last name? That's funny. Spelled different though. Let's see, it's already coming together. That's nasturtium right there, folks.
This hue mean like the range of color?
Yes, exactly. H-U-E. Okay, and now I'm moving to a round brush, and we're just gonna start plugging in these wobbly, viney, stemmy things. They sometimes like curl around, and I'm just gonna make this as like, this brush is not skinny enough. I need my size 2. And we can always cover up some of these stems if we feel like it. And I'm starting to just kind of pull them all down this way. I'm gonna cover up that stem because it doesn't totally fit anymore with the direction we're going. Because we're now pulling this way. Little bitty leaves like that. That's nice. And for the center, we can just do a simple using round brush. That's got some green on it. Silly goose. Yellow, blop, blop, blop. Nothing fancy. Just a Nice pop of yellow in the center there. I love the white space around it. And more of this like slide down with the side of the brush, chunky shape. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to my blackberries. And I have this blue indigo that I'm just gonna, because it's a dark blue. Oh, it's not totally dry yet. Do these cute little shapes to add the berry look. The cuter and wonkier, the better. Like a really talented 6-year-old did these colored pencil details. That's what I'm going for. Because it's playful and cute. You can go for the more refined look. It's up to you. Refine your life or have fun and try something new. Maybe, oh, I don't like that. Cover it up with purple. Now we just have this weird, actually, you know what? Shoot, what was the color? We'll just add a couple more and see what happens. We just like accent some of these to incorporate. I don't mind it. A little bit more dark green. Kind of like in between. Scribble, a really talented 6-year-old. Oh, I forgot this berry. What did I use? Sometimes going outside the lines with these is fun. And then I'll use this dark green over here on fun, talented 6-year-olds. This isn't totally dry, but we're making it happen anyways. Because they have these like lines that go in the center of these leaves, so I'm just kind of giving the idea. You can do just one line on a couple to break it up so it's not all the same, or two. Maybe add in a few that are just scribbled in because we're adding texture. It's making it come alive more with more personality and play. It's the whole point of having a sketchbook, people. Now I'm gonna do a pop of this bright cherry red. It's almost neon on the flowers. And they have this like darker eyelashes around the center, the bulb. So I could do that for some. I could outline some of the petals for others. Just adding texture or shadow, personality, playfulness. You never know what kind of little surprise may come out. You might surprise yourself and be like, wow, I love that. Or I do not love that, you know? Maybe a flower over here that's just peeking through. And up here, because why not? This is the perfect nasturtium color. Fresh eyes, back away. Look, I like it. I think she's done. Start closing it down sooner than you think you need to, because we all have a problem of overworking our things. Me included, because you just kind of get into the zone and you're like, it'll be better if I could just keep adding things to it. And usually that's not the case. So take a break sooner than you think you need to, get some fresh eyes, maybe go to the potty, maybe get a little beverage or thing, a little snack from your fridge to take a break, and then come back with fresh eyes and look at it. I really like it, it's so cute. there you go, guys. That was really fun. I loved the added texture that we did with the colored pencil. That to me makes the whole piece. If it was just watercolor by itself, it would still be pretty and cute, but not as fun and quirky. So I love adding colored pencil or even oil pastel to my watercolor work these days. It's just a fun experiment that I've been leaning into really hard lately. You've probably seen it a lot in my recent videos. So if you've been trying out mixed media with me, alongside me, let me know in the comments below what your favorite colored pencil brand is too, because I'm actually in the market for a new colored pencil situation. I've just been borrowing my parents' colored pencils and they're super duper old and I want a set of my own. So if you are a colored pencil aficionado, sommelier, if you will, please drop in the comments what your favorite brand is. I would love to check it out. And thanks as always for watching these videos, for engaging, for interacting and following along. And I will see you in the next video.